Well, with me here in the studio is our in-house football experts, Karim Baldé and James Vasina. I nearly inversed your names there. Excuse me, gentlemen. We are looking at images, or we've just been looking at images of the motorway where we're expecting the coach with these players to come into the centre of the city. When they do get here, what kind of welcome do you think they're going to get?
We'll see it first. They are on their way in the bus because the plane landed at shortly after 8 p.m. Paris time, and now they are on their way in the bus. And it's funny to see French television stations putting live on air their journey up to the Place de la Concorde. So what can we expect from tonight? Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the Place de la Concorde right now. I think it will be busier and busier as this evening will go on. But yeah, that will not be a bittersweet event. I think they want to thank the players because it's hard to have regrets from what we saw yesterday and throughout the tournament from the French sides regarding those injuries and regarding what happened, even in the final, because Argentina dominated France by and large.
Yeah, and as you said there, Nadia, just before, obviously not the best connection with Clovis, but perhaps a good sign that there are a lot of people turning up because you couldn't ever be sure whether this was going to happen. Normally when this would happen, it would be in the middle of the summer. And of course, it's very cold at the moment here in France. But also, obviously, for a defeat, you don't know how many people are actually going to turn up. But I think there is that element of wanting to console the players and, tell them, look, we are here, we've followed you the whole way. And that could, and I hope, will do a lot of good to the players because we saw them step off the plane there. We saw Mbappé, we saw the likes of Griezmann on there as well, and Hugo Lloris, both all of them just looking very, very still gloomy from last night. Perhaps once they do get there and they see the cheers, they see some kind of a celebration, because it is a celebration to be had, then it is going to cheer them up and perhaps just help them go and have a better Christmas holiday than they're feeling right now. But hopefully they arrive quite soon, because it was initially planned that they'd get there at about 8:30. They landed much later than that, and it does take quite a bit of time to get from the airport all the way to the Concorde, which is right in the centre of Paris. But I hope for all the people and for Clovis there that they do arrive quite soon, because it is pretty cold, as you can see that.
Indeed, we're looking at those live images. We're still waiting for the coach to come through. There will be a little bit of time, I imagine, before they make it into Place de la Concorde. Final thoughts from you, Karim, as we wait. Are you disappointed with what happened yesterday? I know you're a French fan.
It's hard to be disappointed because Argentina deserved to win if we regard the entirety of the game. But we can credit Didier Deschamps for his substitutions during the game, quite early into the game, to put out Giroud and Griezmann, two of the main French players. So it's hard to have regrets. And just a word about Olivier Giroud, because we saw him with a garland of flowers with blue and red flowers coming into the airport. So it's funny to see him smiling in comparison with Mbappé's face tonight.
Yes, and as you were saying, it's Kylian Mbappe's birthday tomorrow. He's clearly a disappointed individual. Maybe, as you say, James, this will cheer him up, these celebrations. Yeah,
and there's no reason that they shouldn't. I mean, they've done a huge success in Qatar. As we've said the whole time, obviously, France is kind of surprised with what they've managed to achieve, because obviously this was without starman Karim Benzema, who was supposed to be in there, and we saw Olivier Giroud step up to the task and do exactly what he had to do. Didn't do quite so well last night. And as Karim said, those are very bold decisions that Didier Deschamps took last night. The decisions of a manager, of a true manager, to take action early on in the game when it's not going your way. Before half-time, no hesitation in the end, but it paid off pretty well considering how it was going to go if he hadn't.
We will analyse the match in about 15 minutes' time or so. Thanks to you both very much indeed, Karim Baldé and James Vasina. Pleasure to have you. And do stay with us on France 24. A quick break, and then the World News is back in about 15 minutes. Thanks for watching.